So today's video is going to be a little different than usual because I want to show you a day in the life of a homeschool mother and what I do and the way that we are teaching our kids. So I'm going to head into Natalie's room and let you see what she's doing. Hi, Nat. How are you?
Good.
So Natalie is cleaning her room, and that's kind of our first step in what we do for school, because your room is like your own little miniature first house. And so Natalie knows that what's the first thing that we do when we wake up?
We make our bed.
Yep. And you did a great job of that. She made her bed. You did really good. And you're cleaning up everything.
Yep.
And we're working right now on teaching her things so that she can be a very functional human and do things that everybody needs to do in life, like cook and clean and budget and do finances. So earlier today, Natalie and I worked on our budget, and she helped me balance the checkbook register. She did all the math for it. And then we created a menu for this week, and then we created our food list. So next up, after she's done cleaning up her room, where are we headed, Natty?
We're going to go to the store and get some food.
Yep, we're going to go get some groceries. And we talked about how much money we're going to spend, and we talked about the items we need to get, and then she's going to compare the math after we do that as well. And we'll show you more of our shopping trip on the way.
Hi.
Okay, so now we're in the car, getting ready to head to town. And what are some things that are essential for us before we leave?
Well, of course, we need our keys.
Yep.
And my mom also needs her wallet so she can actually go.
Yep.
And then we also need gas.
Right. So we have that. And then what's one thing we never leave home without? What are those?
Water bottles.
Yes, because not having water with you is a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to stay hydrated, so it's important to always have water with us.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, and you got your seatbelt on. That's the other important step when we get
Yeah.
ready to leave. Okay. All right. Next up, shopping in town. All right. Step 2 of our shopping day, we had to get ourselves prepared. So I got a grande coffee with a little heavy cream. Natty, what'd you get?
I got a hot chocolate.
All right. So now we have no excuse why we're not ready to get this shopping done, right?
Yeah.
All right. Cheers to shopping and learning.
Learning.
Right? Yep, so one bunch of green onions. Got to find the end that opens. Uh-oh. All right, and then you got to get your zucchini because you're going to make that chicken zoodle soup, right? Okay, so your zucchini's over here.
I need a bag.
Right up there. You got to get a bag. You want me to reach it for you?
Kind of stuck.
Okay.
So
Okay, we need 2 zucchini, and the same thing goes. We don't want any soft spots. You want to get nice firm ones?
Oh my gosh.
It's okay. All right, so grab 2 of the zucchini. Oh, that one looks a little rough. Look at it.
Oh.
Try to find one that's really nice.
That's too small.
It's okay if they're small. They can be small. Yeah.
One of these.
Ooh, that's a good one. It's okay if it has a little nick. That's just one spot.
So 2?
Good. Nope, you only need a double bag if they're really heavy, okay? All right. Remember, you want to put the heavy things at the bottom. So what's the heaviest there? Oh, yep. That's a good one. Okay.
Hi.
Okay, Nat. So we just got done with all of our shopping. And how much money did we say we were going to have as our budget?
We said we were gonna have
What was the total?
250.
Okay. And then you went and you did all your subtraction from the first store and the second. And how did we do?
We went off by $5.79.
Okay, so we went a little bit over budget, which means that next week we'll have to take that amount off of the $250
Yes.
so that we still stay on par for the month, right?
Yes.
All right. Thanks for helping me shop today.
You're welcome.
So Natalie is a unique case because when I started homeschooling, I was first homeschooling my son, Titus, and I bought curriculum. We went through the normal process of teaching him how to read and all those things and write his letters and everything. And it was honestly a total breeze teaching him. And it made me feel pretty good as a first-time homeschool mom. But with Natalie, when she came along, we really realized there was something different going on. And first we thought, well, she's a girl and she's maybe a little bit immature for her age, so maybe she's just not quite ready. So maybe she's going to learn a little differently than Titus does, because we all have strengths and ways that when we are in a learning phase that we just glom onto something when it is in the learning type that we need. So some people are really hands-on, other people are really visual, other people are really auditory. Titus is one of those people that like when he can read something, figure it out, and just move on. Natalie's not that way. Natalie has to be really hands-on and her auditory skills are super high. Natalie has dyslexia. So us going about school the same way that we have with Titus hasn't worked. So that's why with her, we are doing what's more of the unhomeschooling or unschooling method of teaching her ways to apply principles of math and writing and reading in practical life sense. So we do all kinds of things every day that are all learning phases for her with real life experiences. So every day it changes. Titus is going through actual curriculum with all of his books and everything like that. So it's kind of fun to be able to do both. And Titus also, on top of his schooling, on top of his regular book work, he constantly does stuff. Anytime my husband is working on our RV, or if he is changing the oil in the car, if he's changing a tire, if he is doing any sort of, electrical work, plumbing, whatever, because he has a secondary job as a maintenance man. So Titus has learned incredible life skills by doing things like that, hands-on, watching and working with his dad. So even if your kids are in school, I really recommend when you are alone with them, don't just let them run off with their iPad or sit in front of a TV playing games and watching movies. Engage with them. Teach them real life skills, because they're not teaching them this stuff in school. They're not going to teach them how to have a budget and how to maintain their finances. They're not going to teach them any of these things about practical life skills. So these are things that you want to be in charge of teaching them so that they can grow up and flourish. So that's what we're doing. And if you have questions about anything else that we're doing with school, I'd be happy to answer them. Thanks.